Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life, your business, your health, fitness, mindset and body from where you are to where it is that you want to be. And I'm recording today from the mobile studio. You can't hear much road noise at the moment because I'm stuck in some peak hour school traffic as I go and pick up my daughter from school. And today's topic is about when your world gets turned upside down. Life throws us these time bombs sometimes that just explode in our face and mean that we have to immediately change what it is that we do. And that can come in many, many different forms. But when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, you'll understand where I'm coming from and how this one is particularly powerful and emotional and can be devastating on what it is that we are doing. And so my youngest daughter, she's in hospital and it's an indeterminate amount of time. We don't know how long she will need to stay in there. She's quite unwell, and I guess we know that she's in the best place that she can be, looking after her safety and welfare and taking care of her overall health. But when these things happen, it kind of scares the pants off you because it's happened very, very quickly. And yesterday I spent another 6 hours in the hospital while she was being admitted and all that kind of stuff. And she's just not in a great place at all. And it's sad to see one of your loved ones suffering. And when these things happen, you can't help but ask yourself a number of questions around why things happen and perhaps why things don't, why conversations aren't had when they should have been. You can be just left a little bit dumbfounded sometimes. And then I think about it from a personal and business perspective as well, in terms of how do I keep everything running still? How do you be there as much as you can for your child when it's an hour and a half plus turnaround trip to go to the hospital when you're already working 16-hour days? And how do you keep growing your business and doing all those things when you've got to deal with something that's highly, highly stressful, and all you want is for your kids to be able to be healthy. And so I've spent the last less than 24 hours now, probably a little bit prior to that, thinking about how I get all that to happen, as well as look after my own health and wellness, because that's my number one value in life. And so this is how I break it all down. Firstly, I think, how can I still continue to achieve the things that I want to achieve for my own health and wellness this year? Because it's very easy to say, I just can't do anything now. This is a huge spanner in the works and I've got to let everything slide. That is one option, and it's the option that most people would take. But instead, what I've said is, I need to do whatever it is that I can to make sure that I still get that done. Because there's 24 hours in the day, I can't be with my daughter 24 hours a day. I've got to find those pockets of time where I can fit this in and still serve myself. Why? Because it's great for my mental health. It's great for my physical health. It's a great stress relief. It's a great anxiety relief. And it's helping me also to continue to work towards what I want to achieve for myself this year. Still achieve the body that I want to. Now, if I could go through all of last year and achieve what I wanted to achieve with COVID, then I can do this too. So I've had a look at my schedule to work out where I can fit these times in on the days that I'd originally planned. And it's meant that I've spent a lot of time just examining where I can be spending more time to travel for my daughter and to spend time with her. And it means that there's got to be some rescheduling of things. Now, what I do have the advantage of is doing some of my sessions via the Zoom service, streaming the sessions, because obviously we've conditioned people via the last 12 months of COVID. So simply by doing that now for, I don't know, a few weeks is not going to, put people really off under the circumstances that we've got. So what I've done is I've looked at my schedule and said, okay, well, I don't think it's probably healthy for me to be traveling so much 7 days a week, given the distance that I need to travel. So I've worked out with her mum, well, actually I haven't quite yet, but we'll work out how we can make sure that somebody is with her every single day, and sometimes we'll both be there at different parts of the day, so that she feels supported and that we're not forgetting about her and all that kind of stuff. And I've worked out those times where, okay, I can travel in these times, I can Zoom at these times and still spend time with my daughter. So like tonight's an example. I checked you in last night, I didn't leave till late last night. I'll be spending tonight there, or late this afternoon and tonight there as well, so that I can just spend as much time as possible, have some fun with her, keep her spirits up, and just do what you do as a dad or a mum for your child when they're unwell. So in examining everything that I've got on, I've taken on new clients today, even despite the fact that what's happening is happening, but things are going really, really well at the moment, and I don't want to stop that momentum because it's just going so well. So why not just keep it going, but find a way to do it so that you can do kind of everything. So obviously I can't just add in an extra 3 or 4 hours into my day and I'm already really busy. So what it does mean is that those pockets of time that I've got for the next couple of weeks are going to be very precious to me. And that means that probably all of my podcasts are going to be recorded in the car now as I to and fro from hospital, to be honest. And it also means that there are some things that just may not get done for a while, and that needs to be okay. I won't be able to do all the things that I necessarily want to do because it's just not possible to do it with the time and space that I do have, and that needs to be okay too. And so how I'm approaching it is pulling apart the calendar, working out those things that are absolute musts for me, which are continue to look after my health, continue to look after my daughter's health and spend as much quality time with her, and to make sure that I'm serving as many clients as possible. And if there's new ones that people that come along, then finding a space for those in one of those empty pockets to get it done. And in terms of some of the other things that I want to do, in terms of expansion, they just have to be put on hold for now. So we have these times in our life where things happen that we don't necessarily like. We can't control them, but they happen, and we need to find a way to be able to manage ourselves as well as all those around us so that we can continue to serve and live the life that we want to live and achieve the goals that we want to achieve. It's very easy to just say, okay, well, take a lot of time out of the business, take time away from the kids, take time away from your own personal health and everything. But to me, that's not the way to go about it. I think you can do a lot more than that. So I've worked too hard to just let everything crumble away. It's just about managing the priorities and working to that. But looking after myself is obviously a big one, because there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of emotion when your children are unwell, and so you've got to keep prioritising it. The thing that I'm running a little bit short on at the moment is sleep. I think last night I did have a good sleep, although it wasn't enough. Tonight I need to make sure that I have a big sleep too, but I'll be travelling and then sleeping pretty much, so not much downtime for me. As I say that, I have a big yawn, so there's a lot going on. So that's my story right now. I'll give you an update from time to time as to what's going on there, but let's stay focused, stay safe, and don't stop focusing on your health, because that's so important. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.